Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our awesome content. Today we're diving into a topic that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful: the power of patience. In a quaint coastal village, nestled between jagged cliffs and the endless expanse of the ocean, stood an ancient lighthouse. Its keeper, an elderly man named Elias, was known not just for his unwavering commitment to guiding ships safely, but for a peculiar trait: his remarkable patience. Elias had tended to the lighthouse for decades. The villagers often saw him walking the rocky paths or staring out over the waves, his face serene and thoughtful. Many wondered what made him so calm, especially as the seasons changed and storms raged. One autumn, the village faced a grave crisis. A powerful storm was approaching, and the townsfolk were anxious. They feared for their ships and their families, their nerves frayed by the howling winds and crashing waves. The villagers looked to Elias for reassurance, but he merely nodded and continued with his nightly routine. The storm struck with a fury. Torrential rains and fierce winds battered the village, and the sea roared like a wild beast. The lighthouse's beam cut through the tempest, a solitary beacon of hope amidst the chaos. The villagers huddled in their homes, their anxiety peaking as they prayed for the storm to pass. Among them was a young woman named Lila, a recent arrival to the village. She was a determined soul, known for her quick actions and impatient nature. As the storm worsened, Lila grew restless. She could not understand why Elias seemed unfazed. Why wasn't he helping more urgently? Why was he so calm? Driven by her frustration, Lila ventured up to the lighthouse in the midst of the storm. She found Elias in his usual spot, tending to the lantern with meticulous care. Raindrops dripped from his coat, but his hands were steady, his gaze focused. "Why are you just standing here?" Lila shouted over the wind. "The storm is destroying everything. We need to act now." Elias looked at her with a gentle smile. Sometimes action is not about rushing, it's about waiting with purpose. Lila frowned. "What do you mean?" Elias gestured to the storm outside. "This storm, like many things in life, will pass. It is in our nature to fear what we cannot control, but patience allows us to endure and to guide others through the chaos." Lila was skeptical but decided to stay and help Elias with the lighthouse. As hours passed, she watched the old man's steady hands and listened to his calm words. The lighthouse's beam continued to pierce through the storm, a constant source of guidance. When dawn finally broke, the storm subsided. The village had weathered the worst, and while there was damage, the ships were safe, and everyone was unharmed. Lila looked at Elias with new eyes. She realized the lighthouse and its keeper's patience had been a crucial part of their survival. In the days that followed, the village began to rebuild. Lila worked alongside the villagers, but she carried with her a new understanding of patience. She began to see it not as a passive act, but as a powerful force, one that brought clarity and strength in times of uncertainty. Elias continued his work at the lighthouse, his patience remaining a silent but potent guide. Lila often visited him, and their conversations became a cornerstone of her newfound approach to life. Through Elias's example, she learned that patience was not merely waiting, it was a form of enduring with purpose and faith. Years later, as the village flourished, Lila became a respected figure known for her calm demeanor and thoughtful decisions. She would often tell the story of the storm and the lighthouse keeper, sharing the lesson she had learned that patience, though sometimes hard to embrace, could be a beacon of hope and resilience through life's most tumultuous times. And so the legend of Elias, the lighthouse keeper, and the storm that taught a young woman the power of patience became a cherished story in the village. It was a reminder that amidst the trials of life, the true strength lies in our ability to endure with grace, guiding ourselves and others through even the darkest of storms. As the years passed, the village thrived under Lila's influence and Elias's enduring presence. The lighthouse, standing tall on the cliff, became a symbol not just of navigation, but of the timeless wisdom that patience can bring. One summer evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky in hues of orange and pink, Elias called Lila to the lighthouse. His once steady hands now trembled slightly with age, but his eyes still sparkled with the same calm light that had guided so many through storms. "Lila," he said, his voice soft but clear, "I'm ready to pass on the responsibility of the lighthouse." Lila looked at him with a mixture of sadness and gratitude. "Are you sure? I mean, you've been the keeper for so long. Your patience and guidance have meant so much to all of us." Elias smiled warmly. "It's time for a new chapter. The lighthouse needs a keeper who can bring their own light to it. And you, Lila, have learned the essence of patience and leadership." Lila was touched by his words. Over the years, she had indeed embraced patience as a fundamental part of her life. She had helped the village recover from the storm and had fostered a sense of community and resilience among the people. She understood now that patience was not just about waiting, it was about shaping one's actions and thoughts to bring about positive change. As Elias handed her the keys to the lighthouse, Lila felt a profound sense of responsibility. She looked at the beam of light cutting through the twilight, a symbol of guidance and hope. "I promise to take care of it," she said sincerely, "and I'll ensure that its light continues to shine as a beacon for all who need it." Elias nodded, his eyes reflecting the last rays of the setting sun. "I have no doubt. Remember, it's not just the light that matters, but the patience behind it. The lighthouse's true power comes from within." With a final embrace, Elias departed from the lighthouse, leaving Lila to carry on his legacy. The villagers gathered for a small celebration in honor of Elias's years of service and Lila's new role. The story of the storm and the lessons learned had become an integral part of the village's history, a cherished tale passed down through generations. Under Lila's stewardship, the lighthouse continued to shine brightly, guiding ships safely and symbolizing the strength that comes from patience. The villagers often spoke of the lighthouse as a living testament to the power of enduring calmly through life's challenges. As time went on, Lila became a beloved figure, and the story of her journey, how patience transformed her life, and the village became a beacon of inspiration. The lighthouse stood as a reminder that, even in the darkest times, the power of patience can illuminate the way forward. And so, the lighthouse keeper's secret lived on through the generations, a gentle reminder that patience, like a guiding light, could lead people safely through their own storms and illuminate the path to a brighter future.